Hi, it's Niall McGill here, and today I'd like to talk to you about your routine, your pre-shot routine, and how you go about hitting your golf shots. One thing that I don't see very often with the average club golfer is a routine. Okay, when you see the top players, they consistently do the same thing every time. This helps them improve both shot direction, strike with the ball, literally everything. And these are players, these top players are people who would be very much able to adapt to different situations. So when you're working Monday to Friday and you get out for your game of golf at the weekend, not having a routine is difficult. You're not full-time golfers. That is not your job. That is not what you do all day, every day. So what is really going to help you, without being any technical swing thought whatsoever, is create yourself a pre-shot routine and something that you do each time. And you'll be amazed at how much this actually helps you improve your game. So I'm just going to show you my routine. This is what I do every time I hit a shot. And it's really quite simple, but I methodically do this every time. Now, one thing players will often think is, well, if I start doing a routine, it'll make my play slower, it'll make me take longer. It doesn't. Routines don't have to take a long time, and actually, if anything, it can speed up because you just get into an automated process to do this. So what I tend to do when I set up to the ball is I will always set up and I make a single practice swing. So I set up to the side of the ball, I make my swing. When I'm making my swing, I make sure I complete my follow through, and I also try to make contact with the turf because I know that this gives me a feel for where the ground is, and finishing the follow through, make sure that I always complete. Lots of bad shots are hit when players simply don't finish their follow through. They can feel things going wrong on the way down and they decelerate, quit, and don't commit to finishing the swing, and this can give you an out or exaggerate, let's say, the issues at impact and cause a worse bad shot. So I make my practice swing. What I'll then do is I'll always set up and I go behind the ball and I focus on my target and where I want to hit the ball. Now, lots of players pick a little spot in front. I personally don't do that, but I think it can be a very good thing for alignment because many players do struggle with alignment, and to aim to something that's maybe 150 yards away is more difficult than aiming to a spot maybe 18 inches in front of you. And this is a Jack Nicklaus used to talk of this, how he does that with the aims. It's a very good thing that can help you. So I focus on my target, and as I'm here now, I'm visualizing the shot. So I am seeing a little fade shot, I'm seeing a little draw shot, I'm just possibly even just focusing on seeing the ball landing on the green. And again, you'll be amazed at how much that visualization helps. We're trying to take negative thoughts out, we're trying to blank ourselves from any issues on the side. So I set up behind, take my target. I then walk into the ball, still looking to my target, and I set up. So as I'm looking to my target, I place club head first. So I'm always aligning club face initially, then I'm taking my stance. Okay, lots of players I'll see make their grip without really looking at where the club face is pointing. So their body alignment can be good, but actually the club face, which is the thing that's going to send the golf ball in the direction it's going to fly, can often be out of position. So I set club first, and I actually go back to quite simple setup that I set feet together. I've got a 7-iron here, so I make from there, I've got the club down, I set my grip, I make small step left foot, I make larger step right foot, and then I set my posture. So from there, that's me effectively ready to go. You will always have to shuffle a little because even a professional player who plays a lot of golf will never initially stand exactly the correct distance. They'll set the feet, little shuffle, and then ready to go. So from here, I just make one little waggle. Now for me, my waggle is not a wrist movement because I have too much wrist in my swing. My pre-shot waggle is just a feeling of connection. And that's my swing thought, is I have the feeling of trying to keep my shoulders, arms together. The reason I do this is that my swing can get a little disconnected. So once I'm set up, I make my little waggle and then I pull the trigger. And I will try to do that on every single shot I hit. So once again, I'll set up. I make my practice swing, making sure to feel contact with the turf to complete the follow through. Even in practice, complete your routine. So I step behind, I look at my target, I'm focusing on visualizing the shot that I'm going to hit. I then walk in, club behind to target. I make my grip, left foot, right foot, set my posture, one little waggle, and then trigger. Completing the finish, holding that till the ball lands. Repetitive practice of the same movement, the same routine is always going to help you. So get out in the range, get out in the practice swing, look at a routine, see what works for you. One practice swing, possibly two, but don't do too many practice swings as that can potentially slow things up. But get into a routine. When you practice, I see guys on our driving range, ball after ball after ball, rapid fire. You will never get the opportunity on the golf course to play golf like that. Please make sure when you practice, it's effective practice and that what you're doing is getting the most out of every ball. Routine, repeat routine, make it automated and see how much that improves your game. If you want to see some more videos to help you in your golf, head on over to my YouTube channel. You can subscribe there, free videos, help your game, and hopefully we'll get you playing some better golf.